Stop right now.
What is that?
Oh my gosh. No way.
Ashley, look.
Did you get a
Merry
four-wheeler?
Christmas.
Oh
What?
my gosh. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back 2 years later to revisit the video we shot when we got our son the X Pro four-wheeler from Amazon, and we are about to do a 2-year review. You guys have been asking for it. I've seen a lot of comments. Where's your 1-year review? How's it running now? I must have promised you guys the 1-year review and never did it, so I apologize for that. It is super cold. 2 years later, we're gonna see, will this thing start? Do a cold start on it, which is perfect because it is 20 degrees. With the wind chill, it's probably a lot colder than that. So we're gonna get inside the shop where it's been sitting. We haven't rode it in at least 6 months. And yeah, we'll talk more about that, but let's get inside the shop, see where it's at, see how it sits, and will it start, and what do we think of it? Here we go, guys. Oh, brr, it's cold out there. Cold in the shop too, because it's not heated, but looks like G-Paw is all ready for winter. We're gonna have to take a look at this new snowblower some other time. That thing's super epic. But let's get back here to where the quad has been sitting for the better part of its life here. It is buried back in here. Let's move the old gator out of the way. Woo! There it is back in there. I see it. Oh yeah, there she is, boy. The old X Pro. Come on, baby. Get out of there. You know it's cold because the lights are trying to warm up over here. I have it parked right over by the full-size quads. Again, this is the second video to this, so if you guys did not see the original one, and you're just out shopping for your kiddos here before the holidays, go back and watch the first one when we initially got this. You can see the excitement, you can see the unboxing and how it came, and yada, yada, yada. And then you can see here it compared to what it will look like to a full-size quad. But there it is, the little 40cc next to a 330. And yeah, anyways, so here it is. What kind of shape is this booger still in? It honestly looks like it's still in really good shape. We've never taken it to any off-roading or sand dune type activities or buried it in any ponds. We just drive it around here into the fields a little bit on the grass. I can imagine a lot of you are probably thinking the same thing. Should I get this for my child, and to what ages? I guess I'll just start off by saying our son is now 6 years old, 6.5, going into 7, and he has totally outgrown this thing. Not only in terms of size, he can still ride it, sure, no problem, and maybe for a couple more years. But the thing about it is he does not care about it anymore at all. See, the thing about little kids is they get these things, and then the next year it's on to the next thing, the next theme, and we forget about that we even have these things. Most of the time now when we're out riding, he just wants to ride the big one, and his feet just about reach anyways. So this thing really is not serving a purpose anymore for us, but that's okay. We still love it. It's still cool. And I do recommend it because we had so much fun with this in the beginning. And for, what was it, around $500? I'll have to get back online, make sure it is still for sale on Amazon, which I think it is. It's the Bolt, if you are looking for the exact one. Maybe the paint schemes and things like that have changed, but that's it. We still enjoy it. It still should run. We're gonna try to start it here, make sure it does, and not have any crazy issues. So anyways, just want to preface with that, but here it is. Again, not super complex. Got a key, turn the key on the left side, key on, safety switch in, and I believe, let's try to pull the seat here. Seat pops right up with a little lever there. Can look down in there, not much to it. There is a primer right in under here. Can we see that booger in there? But basically gonna pump that primer a bunch, pump some fuel in there. You'll see the fuel moving through the line there. Probably gonna flood it, who knows? But we're gonna pump that sucker a lot, make sure it's still got gas. Again, this gas is probably, oh yeah. Yeah, there's some fuel in there. It's probably old. So we're not doing anything fancy here. Literally just drove out here, grabbed this sucker out. This is not staged in any way. So again, it's just gonna be me cranking on this, try to pump some fuel into this booger and try to run. If we need to, we can shoot some ether down in there, which we definitely will, and then we'll try to get it started up. So I'll go ahead and set the camera down and see if we can get this booger running again. All right, so I did grab some ether just in case. I am gonna try to start it here without it. So let me sit you guys right here. Whew, we're out. See, I just noticed something when I looked at the key here. It looks like there's a couple wires. Try to get in here and see. But the black wire, the negative wire here, is not even attached anymore. So maybe we need to get that attached or it's probably not gonna go. Let's try to put that back on. And I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to just pull right out of the other end. I believe it came out of this yellow one right here. So again, I'm probably gonna have to cut this, reconnect this, run that wire back over there. And it's not a bolt, it's like soldered on there. So I don't even have a nice nut I can put on there. So yeah, or a screw. But we'll see, maybe it'll start without it. If not, yeah, the 2-year review going real good here. Ain't even gonna run, is it? All right, so once I tried to modify the wire, obviously I shortened it a little bit and now it won't reach and it just wants to pull and tug. And I don't have enough time to mess with it just today. So we're gonna go ahead and say that it still runs. Clearly, it's just a wiring issue. We'll be able to tidy this thing up probably in the next couple years because we never drive this thing. But we can get to some of the comments and I'll answer some of the questions from the other video and we'll just play dumb that it really does run. And yes, I'm gonna sit here with the wire on my face just so I can remind myself how dumb I am for ripping that sucker out because I really wanted it to start. I'm not sitting here to bash the product. I actually want to tell you how much we enjoyed this thing while we used it. Again, we just didn't use it very long because the kid just goes from one thing to the next and it just didn't retain its wow factor forever. Although I do think it's really cool. It's a lot better than an Etch-a-Sketch or something random that you're just gonna throw in the corner. It's fun. A lot of times we would get out there, take my quad out, he would follow me on the little one or I'd chase him on it, and it was just such a cool experience. And honestly, kids don't care if it's a Polaris Razor or an X-Pro bolt. You know what I mean? It's not about the brand name things. So that's why I thought it was a good deal. I thought it was a lot of fun for the money, and I still do recommend it, even though it's not running currently because it's my fault. But I had a lot of comments on the last video. I tried to answer some in those comments, but again, you might be seeing this video here for the first time, so you just want me to go ahead and answer them without having to watch the other one. That's fine, I respect that. Go through here, shopping for my 5-year-old, nice. Yeah, I do think your 5-year-old will enjoy it, absolutely. Does anyone have a video on changing the spark plug? No, I don't. Maybe I can do one someday. I haven't had to change the spark plug and it still runs, so that's good after 2 years. Great overview. Been looking for these for my daughter. Thanks for posting this review. You're most welcome. I always think it's fun to share things, even though normally we do bigger ATVs on the channel and diesel truck stuff with local repair shop Overtime Diesel. So guys, if you enjoy this, check some of our other videos out and stick around for the regular programming, as I call it. Crap ATVs, bought one for my 3-year-old. The pull rope pulls, it just won't turn over. Had to fix that. The thing wouldn't start. Gas tank's full of rust, so now I have to pull off the tank and clean it out. Then got to clean out the carb all around POS. Well, somebody had a bad experience, and you'll have those, especially on Amazon. Not everything's perfect. We did have an issue with the carb too, and they sent us a new one. Then we ended up getting it running, so we have a spare carb now. So I will say the customer service on this product was very good. I love it. I have ordered one for my grandson's 6th birthday after watching this video. Thank you. Yeah, you're absolutely welcome. That's what I'm here to do. Which quad would be recommended for an 8-year-old? By 8, man, I really think you should step it up to a little bit bigger one because obviously at that point they're getting taller. This one is pretty darn small, so I would try to stick around maybe the 3 to 6-year-old range on this one. Hey, how do you change the oil? You should be able, there's a plug, you just pull the oil out, check the dipstick, and put new oil in it. Not super crazy. $499, I know it because I'm getting one for it to cost $998. Again, this video is not about pricing, so it probably will range over time with inflation and everything else. I'm not sure. Let's see. Does anyone know how to make these things go faster than just topping out the governor? No, I don't. Honestly, I think it's rated for maybe 13, 15 miles an hour, something like that, if I remember right. And for, you know, the young kids, that's all the faster they really need to be going. If you want them to go faster, get them something bigger when they're ready. Just be safe. Wish I could buy 2 for California. I don't know. I thought it was 50 state legal. Maybe not. You'll have to check your local laws and all that when you're shopping, obviously. Does it come with working lights? No, it doesn't. It has the bezels on there, but the lights, there is no actual light in there. It doesn't have a battery. That'd be cool. I would highly suggest the company to come out with a power start one because you do got to crank these things forever. Even when it was new, we had to just crank and crank and crank. So a battery would be cool with lights. That would drive the price up, but I think we would pay for that as long as it wasn't outrageous. Did you know there's a plastic choke lever up under the right side of the plastic? I did not at first, but I found it pretty quickly, the choke lever and the primer, so that helped it start, definitely. It's great to see the kids excited about going outside. That one got a lot of comments. I agree, you know, there's plenty of stuff that can get the kids inside and the video games and the thises and the that's, but the pure enjoyment of the outdoors is just super crazy. So yeah, that's just some of the comments on there. I won't drag this out forever, guys. I know you got a lot to do, a lot of shopping to do. Just hope that helps some of you out. Anyways, let's get that off my face. I look ridiculous. Not scratch my eye. All right, guys, so I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Thanks for tuning in. Hope this was helpful. Watch me trip over everything in the shop. Stick around for all the other fun stuff. Share this with somebody that needs it. Otherwise, have a great holiday. God bless you all. Peace.